Ndị be anyị ekeneni m unu n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị sị na ya dịrị ndị Igbo na mma. Dịka o si dị, ihe a bụ Igbo Media ka anyị si wee na-ewetara unu ya bụ nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa gbasịta maka ana Igbo and Igbo community and ihe debe na Nigeria. Ya bụ ife ka anyị na-ewetara unu na Igbo Media. Dịka isi wee na-esonye anyị, ọ bụ na nke a bụ ụbọchị izizi gị ị na-abịa n'ilu akwụkwọ na Igbo Media, kabaru ka i subscribe and turn on your notification ka ị lapụ miss any of our update dịka anyị na-etikwu ya n'ilu akwụkwọ kwa mgbe. Dịka o si dị, o nwere ya wetara n'ụbọchị nke taa gbasịta maka ka ya bụ ife si ada and gbasịta maka ka ya bụ ife si akpọtụ n'ala Igbo. Biko mma achọ ka ige ya bụ ife. Ihe a bụ ihe Biafran Chief of Staff bụ Ngozi Orabueze kwuru n'ilu akwụkwọ gbasịta maka ka o si ada na Finland and gbasịta maka Biafran Prime Minister Maazị Simon Ekpa. So igecha ya bụ ife, idropụra ife iche n'ilu akwụkwọ gbasịta maka ihe bụ ife ndị a niile okwu. All right, over to you.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for that question. I thought that question was asked in the previous when the secretary was here in the last meeting. But thank you, Secretary, for answering that question. The next person is Ikechukwu. I think you raised your hand. You're next. The mic is yours to ask your question. Thank you.
Good evening, Biafrans. Good evening, Secretary of Defense. My question is regarding to the picture that been popped out and some videos that been popped out. Like there are some people that are going around in people's house, shooting around, making videos and claiming that they are Biafran army. And the other one, there's another one that been showed also. I think Adade Olamma played it on her program, and there's one guy that have guns with him. It's like putting a threat to Finland based on our prime minister. I'm still yet to see, like in our defense X handle, where they are being sent a clear message or debunk whether this is being perpetuated by Biafran's army or just like some people are using it to blackmail Biafran army. I just want the secretary to make some clarification on that also, and know if like it can be put out there in the X, that everybody will be known and people choose to see that is not done by our own army, that's been done by people using it.
Sorry, Ikechukwu. I think this was very well explained by our Deputy Prime Minister on how, I think it was even the New Year's Day or something. He clarified that, and I think they've answered this question exactly here by I think the defense have actually answered that question, but the secretary might actually make a clarification again. But this is very well documented that the United States government has actually made a very, very good clarification of that propaganda and all those kind of things. So, Secretary, if you want to clarify it again so that Biafrans can understand that this has been addressed before, go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, I beg your pardon, please. I did not catch the beginning of that question because I had a phone ring in my ear here. So please, can you just repeat your question again, please?
Yeah, my question,
go ahead.
Yeah, my question was, those guys that have been some videos we see this lately that have been secreted online. Some guys went to that is a family house, which we never see our army done such things like that. They just been shooting like pointless anywhere they see, claiming they are Biafran army, and there is another one also.
Okay, and okay, I got you. Yes, please. You know, I want Biafrans to hear this, and you know, not only you, so that we don't keep going about this again. This is the reason why we decided to separate ourselves completely by getting our uniform and our ID and identify ourselves. We do not participate. We do not engage civilians. We do not engage anyone that is not engaging us. We only defend ourselves. So if you hear, you might hear people like Ebubago, aside the Kubos men engaging each other. And then they turn around and time it to be us. That's not us. We don't do that. So, like I said, we're government now, and the army is like our army. So they are real army. They are not terrorists. They are not So all those other names they give them kidnappers and things like that. Those people, I mean, probably hear them shouting names. You think it's us. It's not us. These are propaganda and Asari Dokubos men and the Bubagu and co, and of course mixed with terrorist military. They're the ones committing all kinds of crimes against our people in Biafra land. Thank you very much. Hope I made myself clear.
Yeah, thank you. I wish if we can be put on X this in our in X this our defense X here. When such pictures and videos comes online, at least the clarification will be made there also as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Gold, for that, for the clarification. The next person is Wab OK. Wab OK, the mic is yours. Go ahead and ask your question. Thank you.
Thank you, dear friends. Thank you, our Defense Secretary. It's my pleasure to be with you today. I hope my voice is coming out. Okay. So I have a quick one. I have two questions very important for me to ask to our Secretary of Defense. Please, I would like to Biafrans to be educated on the uh, what the measures that they are putting for our men not to die, because not to die by any none of them for any of them not to go down by any incident of oppositions, just like what we did before. Simon Ekpa said one thing, that we are going to adopt our local omena in our defense. So I don't know how measures you are putting for we not to lose any of our military personnel. Okay, sir. My question will just be like a solidification. It's not by him answering me the question, but by him giving us the confidence that yes, we are into it, we are doing something, just to confident that we believe that none of our men, it goes along even in the young men in terms of recruitment, to have that confidence that they are well protected and guidance. So I'm not expecting him to give me full details, but confidential answering. That is why I asked the question. Number two is based on this, I don't know how prepared that we are in terms of funding our defense when we have department, different department in each of our state, in each a different department in each of our states, by their funding and their protection. I don't know how strongly Biafrans are preparing. Most of you are preparing measures you are putting to make sure that those men are being funded, well equipped in each of the states.
Yeah, thank you for your question. See, like I said earlier, we are putting some changes for more security of our men. We determined that it was necessary to decentralize the defense forces, and we have done that. So now we have a state commander that will work in tandem with the administrator of that state, and the men fighting for us, our defenders, our gallant men in that state, know the terrain very well, and they are good numbers to defend the state. So that's the one singular thing that will provide more security for our men and save lives. And also that's what I can tell you there. So what we did is very, very important, necessary, and it will do the job that you are asking for. So, and the other one about I mean, the main thing is the defense need funding. So you can support that funding that is going on today. So then we need funding. These Biafrans, you are funding for your freedom. You are funding for your land to be protected. So I urge you all, whoever is listening here, to talk to others in your family, the friends. That is important, because this freedom that we already have now, we've gotten it. We just have to consolidate it and remove the invaders from our land. So it's the job of Biafrans, to support their freedom, to support their land, to support their families, and for future generations. That's why it's critically important for everyone to join hands, contribute as much as you can, and believe me, what we do, we go far into getting our freedom, and we're going home this year. So we're giving ourselves within this year to finally restore, keep our freedom and drive out our invaders and occupiers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that response. And by the way, we have our fundraising today. Immediately after this, we will have our fundraising. So, Biafrans, the beginning of the new year and continuously, please support our military, support our government, and be generous enough to come in for our fundraising today and donate as much as you can. And that's it. Thank you.
That one I'll put. I've done what I want to do before.
Can you mute your mic, please? Thank you. Please, if you try and raise up your hand so I know who is next, who is ready to speak. United States of Biafra, the mic is yours. And if you've made your submission, please go to the listening side. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Good evening, dear friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending your time zone. I am speaking from Biafra land. Uh, I thank each and every one of us who are strongly working with the government of United States of Biafra, deputized by Dr. Ngozi Orabeze. I thank each and every one of the cabinets, those in the different offices who have been appointed to carry on the work while we still hope that our Prime Minister will join us very soon. Um, I have some observations that I want to put in here. The Secretary of Defense, I think it's high time that each time we move on to a certain stage, we should be operating with the things that are uh, obtainable at the stage. Like this profile you are putting here now, Biafra government in exile. I think by now, all those offices should have been able to move on to the level we are now. Because if you check the what that Elias of a lobbyist guy affirmed, he said that he was contracted to work with Briggy and not United States of Biafra. So I love what he said. So since they have remained at the Briggy stage, we now we are United States of Biafra because we cannot tell ourselves that the redeclaration was a child's play. Automatically now we are a sovereign nation now trying to defend our have total control of our territory. So we should be able to be updating our standard and the level we are by making sure that we pass information according to the level where we are now. Because I think the social media should be flooded by informations according to what we are doing. And again, I want to see when I come to space like this, I will be seeing different offices, passing on information on space. We don't need to be lacking information or searching and be looking for where to get information where we have already.
United States of Biafra, if you have any question you want to ask about defense to the Secretary of Defense, please ask your question. You are now making all sorts of suggestions here. We are here to ask questions relating to the defense of the United States of Biafra and the Biafra government in the homeland, de facto government in the homeland. Please, that's the question we want you to ask. Please, thank you.
Okay, I think in that regard, I don't have any question. All we want is to see action. Thank you.
Thank you. Please go to the listening side. Thank you very much for that. Thank you.
Nwadalụ nne from Igbo media bụ ebe anyị si were wetara ya bụ ozi dị oke mkpa gbasara maka ihe na-eme na Nigeria and ihe na-eme n'ebe dị iche iche na Eastern region and unu na oke osi ada na Finland and Biafran Prime Minister ka esi jide ya the update and ya bụ Biafran declaration nke eme na Finland. So ihe niile aka anyị na-ewetara n'iru akwụkwọ ka ife were ikwu gbasara maka ya bụ ihe Chief of Staff kwugasị n'iru akwụkwọ ya na ebe ọrụtọgasị aka and the new development on Biafra of United States of Biafra. So ya bụ ife ka anyị si ka anyị tinyere unu kunu gwa ifu nche n'ụdị nkunu gbasara